Look, you look up Iceland Diamond Beach on Instagram, on Google, and you see just these beautiful chunks of glaciers and ice scattered on the beach. But hi guys, I'm wearing blue today because it's kind of fitting to the topic, which is exposing Iceland's Diamond Beach. Throughout this video, I'll be including clips that I took on my iPhone to give you a better understanding of what I'm talking about. I went to Iceland last year, February 2020. This was right before the lockdowns, and one of the places that I visited was Diamond Beach. The beach itself isn't actually called Diamond Beach, it's just a name that English speakers gave it. This is its actual Icelandic name. I don't think I can pronounce it. Diamond Beach is one of the most amazing beaches that I've ever been to. This beach is something that I've never seen before. First of all, the sand is black, and in the photos it looks very black, and it's not because it's overcast or backlit or anything. The sand is actually black, and that's from volcanic ash, from the volcanic activity from the area. The second remarkable thing about this place is that it's located right next to a glacier lagoon. A short drive from it is this lagoon, and this is on the south coast of Iceland, and it's this big lagoon. So this beach with its black sand from the volcanic ash, with all the bits of glaciers that's broken off just scattered on this remarkable sand, it is a sight to behold. But when I got there, things weren't exactly quite what they seemed. So I always do a little bit of research before I go to a site, and one thing that wasn't mentioned on any of these tourist sites or Instagram posts or just general reviews about this place is that some of the glaciers are fake. What if it's like this unspoken thing to not mention it ever, like Fight Club or something, and I'm here blabbing it out to the world? Oops. You can see from the thumbnail of this video that the glacier that I'm lying on is actually not a real glacier. When I first arrived at the beach, I saw there were people lying on these big glaciers, and I was like, wow, like that's incredible. But when I went closer, I noticed that it's not real ice. It's definitely man-made. I'm not 100% sure what material it's made from, but it feels kind of plasticky, and it was definitely not as cold as the real glaciers. Yes, I touched the real glaciers. I'm gonna call it a boulder because that's what it looks like to me. So when I got close to the fake boulder and I touched it, it wasn't cold at all. As for why they do it, I'm not sure, but it does make for a pretty good photo op because there's no way that you could really lie like that on a real glacier, at least not without slipping a lot. Another theory I have, which is actually somewhat sinister, is that maybe like the ice caps are melting, and so they don't have enough icebergs, real icebergs on the beach, so that's why they make these fake ones to fill up the gaps. I personally don't know the real reason why they have these sculptures there. I hope it's not because like the global warming and the melting of glaciers and ice caps is so severe that they're, you know, forced to make these to maintain their look of the beach. I hope it's just there because, you know, it's just fun for photo taking. If you know more about this, please comment down below and let me know. I'm actually very curious about it, and I find it interesting that nowhere mentions it. That's why I'm kind of like not sure if it's just a seasonal thing. Like maybe they set it up on the tail end of winter. But I don't know, these sculptures, some of them are really big. So I think it would be quite a hassle kind of moving it in and out of the beach. So cat's out of the bag. I know I look really amazing lying on an iceberg, but the iceberg is not real. So I guess I've exposed myself along with Iceland's Diamond Beach. I actually originally started this YouTube channel to document my travel, hence the name Sally in Wonderland. Although these days it's more like Sally in Nowhere. But yeah, that was a fun little expose, a little bit different from what I usually do, but I hope you subscribe anyway and give me a like and comment down below if you've been to Iceland or if you want to go to Iceland. To anyone who had been looking forward to going to Diamond Beach, I really hope that this didn't ruin it for you. I do want to point out that even though some of these are man-made sculptures, there's actually still a lot of glaciers there. Like you can see in my photo, the one at the front that I'm lying on is the sculpture, but the one at the back in the water, that's a real glacier. And you can really tell, because the real glaciers, the shade of blue is more beautiful in my opinion, and also the texture. Like the fake ones have this kind of like crocodile skin kind of texture, whereas the real glaciers are a lot more random and smooth in a way. I mean, they are ice after all. The small bits aren't blue. I think it's just when you get a big chunk of ice together, it looks blue. And that shade of blue, I feel, is really hard to replicate with these man-made sculptures. So there's still a lot to enjoy if you go there, and please don't come for me. It's kind of funny. I uploaded the pictures that I took there of myself on one of these fake glaciers, and I didn't mention that it was fake to see if anyone would call it out, but I don't think anyone noticed. I think they thought it was a real glacier. So also follow me on Instagram at Sally in Wonderland. That would be very much appreciated, and you can see my Iceland pictures and see if you can tell. I found it really weird that I've never seen this mentioned anywhere on the internet. I've looked at a lot of travel blogs, and I've looked at people's Instagram pictures from when they geotagged Diamond Beach. And yeah, there's nothing yet with the vaccine starting to roll out in Australia. I don't know if you guys know, but Australia has had one of the strictest lockdowns and shutdowns in the world. So yeah, I really hope things can start returning back to normal. Let me know how you've been, especially if you're in a country that's been more affected. Iceland was definitely one of my favorite countries that I've ever been to. It is out of this world. I really want to go back to Iceland once everything is better, in a different season, maybe spring. And I'll definitely have to check out Diamond Beach again to see if these sculptures are still there. I hope that this video was somewhat informative, if not entertaining, and I'll see you soon.